Welcome everybody to the Dave Knows Wrestling 2022 Awards, where the winners and the nominees were selected by you, the members of the Know-It-All Nation. And it's also the show where I wear this bow tie that doesn't fit particularly well, which is probably due to the fact that I found it randomly outside of my old studio last year. Anyway, let's get into the episode, because today... Thank you so much for the support over on Patreon to Meiji Stray, Freehand, and The Reflection of Perfection. To get your own Patreon shout out, please sign up on my Patreon page. Okay, so as I said at the top of the show, the nominees were all selected by members of the Know-It-All Nation, which I hope that you are, and you can be one by making sure that you're subscribed to this channel, as that's the only way that you could participate in the live streams, like the live streams where we pick the nominees. Furthermore, the winners were all selected by you as well, which means if you don't like what you see here, well, you really only have yourself to blame. Now, let's go to the first award. Alright, so for the first award that we're going to do for 2022, it's the most disappointing match of the year. And our nominees, as you just saw, were Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle, which a lot of people were very upset by, saying that they really expected Drew McIntyre to walk away with the W and dethrone Roman in the UK. Furthermore, we also had Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar, the epic dream match that many people were looking forward to, only to find out that they should have kept waiting until the Saudi Arabia show later on. And of course, we also have Austin Theory's cash-in for a mid-card championship, which he didn't even win, only to end up winning it later on. Man, that was a weird decision. Anyway, going back to Drew McIntyre, I remember how many people were downright upset, if not irate, that he didn't get to take the belt off of the Tribal Chief. And so I'm pretty sure that's going to be the winner. And without further ado, the winner is... Austin Theory's Money in the Bank cash-in. Anyway, I guess congratulations to Austin Theory. Wait. Not congratulations, because this isn't a good award to win. You know what? Let's just go to the next category. Alright, so here we have the most pleasantly surprising match of the year. This is a total about face to the previous category, and this is all about the matches that you were surprised by because you didn't think they were going to be very good. And here we have two separate matches, both featuring Logan Paul. One would be his first match where he partnered with The Miz and won against Mysterios, and the other would be when he went against Roman Reigns for the championship. And while there were a lot of people who were impressed by what he did in Saudi Arabia, we have to remember that his first match at WrestleMania was probably the more surprising, seeing that you never saw him wrestle before. But furthermore, that's not the only surprise that happened at Mania this year, as Stone Cold Steve Austin returned to action after 19 years and put on a match that was way better than it had any right to be. And therefore, the winner of the most pleasantly surprising match of 2022, as voted by you, the members of the Know-It-All Nation, is Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul. I just don't get it. Anyway, well, Logan Paul, congrats, you won. Yeah, let's hope the next award goes better. Alright, now it's on to the worst promo or segment of the year. And while this year is not as bad as last year's, I have to say, Ronda Rousey was definitely making sure she got nominated, as she had way too many bad promos to choose from. However, she didn't get nominated more than once. Instead, she has to contend with some other members of the professional wrestling field, like Marina Shafir, who told everyone that, "You know me," only to then say, "You don't know me." And she did so dressed up, as one commenter said, like Jenna Von Oy from the show Blossom. And if that's a reference you don't get, then I have to ask, what were you watching at 8:30 after The Fresh Prince, but before Monday Night Raw started at 9 during that time period before Raw was on at 8? And the other nominee for this category is Uncle Howdy, which has been going in a really weird direction that, well, many of us just haven't figured out quite yet. But I'm hoping it's good. Anyway, let's find out who won. And the winner is... You know the winner. You know the winner. You know the winner. No, you don't know the winner! You don't know the winner! You don't know the winner! It's Marina Shafir. Now come on, that reference you had to get. And now it's on to the best promo or segment of the year, and we're starting with Cody Rhodes, who I have to say, you sure picked the wrong year to cut this promo because you have some stiff competition, namely Feeling Oozy, because not only did it give us that catchphrase, but it also featured that brilliant bit of storytelling where Roman Reigns had to snap his head back and give the stink eye to Jey Uso for saying that he didn't care what the Tribal Chief thought. But we're still not done yet, as we also have MJF pouring out his heart over being bullied, which I say is the very best promo in all of AEW history, not just of 2022, and it definitely got my vote. Anyway, let's see who the winner is. The winner is... Feeling Oozy. Alright, well, that was pretty good. Anyway, next. Alright, so this year we had a few new categories, such as this one, Best Technical Match of the Year. And being a big fan of technical wrestling that I am, I thought it'd be a good idea to highlight what 2022 had to offer. And in this category, it offered quite a lot, as this was the closest race of the entire award show, with matches such as Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler taking on each other, which also featured some amazing storytelling too while we're at it. And of course there was also Wheeler Yuta versus Bryan Danielson. And going back to the WWE side, we also have Cody Rhodes taking on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, which easily could have also been their Backlash match as well. Anyway, the winner is... Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. As I said, this was real close and it really could have gone in any direction. And also, outside of these three nominees, there were a lot of really great technical matches that are worth checking out. Alright, now, on to the next award. And now it's on to the Best Spot Fest of the Year, as there's a lot of people who like this kind of wrestling, so I figured give them their own award. And with this being said, the first ever winner of the Best Spot Fest of the Year is gonna go to one of these three nominees. Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania, which I have to say was also pleasantly surprising for me, as I didn't expect to like this match at all, but I did. And then there was the last category's winners of Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, but this time they were doing it in the cell. And it featured that horrendous bruise on Cody's chest being fully exploited. This match was train wreck wrestling at its absolute best, because you just couldn't look away. Then on the AEW side of things, there was Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy, two men who are no strangers to high spots. And so, the winner of the first ever Spot Fest of the Year is... Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania. Congratulations to you both, although that means that two celebrities have won awards this year. Let's find out if this trend continues. Moving on. And now it's on to the Best Storytelling Match of the Year, a category that I forgot to put up the poll for until the last minute. Anyway, with that being said, the winner is... War Games. Well, would you look at that? They won! I can't believe that. Really good match. Yeah, let's go on to the next category. Okay, and so now we have the worst wrestler of the year. Now, a lot of people in the Know It All Nation nominated Ridge Holland, considering he had that awful botch with Big E. And while some people feel that Top Dollar should have made this list, let's remember, if we're really judging things off of one single botch alone, Ridge's was definitely worse. And of course, we also have Bill Goldberg. Now, he did only wrestle one match this year, but as I said in 2021, anytime you get to nominate Bill Goldberg as the worst wrestler of the year, you should probably take it. But we're still not done yet, because there's also Ronda Rousey, who one commenter felt shouldn't be nominated because she's not a wrestler. Well put. But anyway, nevertheless, not only was she nominated, but she won, because the winner of the worst wrestler of 2022 is Ronda. Alright, now on a more positive note, we have the best wrestler of 2022, and the nominees are the Tribal Chief, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, AEW's World Champion Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and the workhorse of WWE, Seth Rollins, who a lot of people, including myself, have really appreciated all the things he's done for the company this year. But he's not the only former Shield member to get his company through some hard times, as many of you wrote in Jon Moxley, because remember, as I said in the nomination episode, if there's something that you really like that you wanted to see but isn't available to vote on, then go ahead and write it in, and that's exactly what many of you did. After all, this can be really quite effective, since last year's winner of Best Match of the Year was a write-in. So let's see if 2022 can keep that momentum going, as the winner of Best Wrestler of the Year is MJF. Yeah, it really didn't matter, and of course the Seth Rollins fans like myself, well, we didn't stand a chance. Alright, and so now it's time for the absolute worst match of 2022. And as I said in the nomination episode, this is a no-brainer, as the absolute worst match of this year, if not one of the worst matches of all time, is Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan at Extreme Rules. This match featured no storytelling, no technical wrestling, and they no-sold baseball bats, repeated baseball bat shots. This was a dumpster fire and is truly one of the worst things I've ever seen in professional wrestling, which is exactly why the winner is Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi Blackheart. I don't even know why I bothered. Let's just move on to the next category. Okay, and so now it's on to the best match of 2022. And the nominees are FTR versus the Briscoes 2 out of 3 falls, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins Hell in a Cell, and my personal pick, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. Now, the winner of Best Match of the Year is Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. Well, I ain't complaining about this one because that was also an incredible match. And so there you have it, the 2022 Dave Knows Wrestling Awards as selected by you, the members of the Know It All Nation. Hope you enjoyed yourself and looking forward to seeing you in the new year. Thank you so much for watching and hope that you give this video a big like and that you're subscribed as a member of the Know It All Nation. Thank you again, and as always, Dave Knows.